Greetings, fellow duelists! Or say, greetings, fellow students of Ravenwood. And of course, Hogwarts and Hogwarts Legacy. But this video is more focused on Ravenwood. For those of you who don't know what Ravenwood is this school you go to, or a magical academy you get to go to, in the MMORPG, Wizard 101. So, this was literally announced 5 days ago on the King's Isle YouTube channel. And people I'm assuming many fans of this game have made multiple videos on this, but as a fan of this great massive multiplayer online role-playing game, or this great MMORPG, I figured I should make a video on this. That Wizard 101 is coming to console. Which means no longer will we be locked on a computer screen. I do think, although I do think playing on a computer screen is more accurate and more it has the better hardware to play an MMORPG like Wizard 101. But I'm curious how it's going to run on the I'm curious how will this thing run on the PlayStation 5, on the Nintendo Switch. Because yes, it is coming to PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox. We don't know what PlayStation or Xbox. But when it comes to PlayStation, here's when it comes to the PlayStation 5. Because, yeah, that's a good way for me to get at least a good because, yeah, for the same price, I'll get at least 3 good years out of, I'll get at least a good few years out of this bitch. I literally just bought mine like I literally just bought mine like 2 years ago, like 2 years ago, I think. I've enjoyed it ever since. I just want to be able to enjoy this. I just hope that this beloved game, this amazing MMORPG, comes to the PlayStation 5. So when I'm not bored of watching stuff on like streaming services, like no offense to YouTube or YouTube TV, no offense to that, or no offense to like either Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, Crunchyroll. No offense to any streaming services. I love you guys, but when I do find myself bored, or when I'm just bored of playing whenever I get bored of playing Spider-Man 2, which will never happen, or when I get bored of playing, say Hogwarts Legacy, which will never happen, because I freaking love both those games, or I get bored of playing Star Wars games, which will never happen because I love Star Wars. But if Wizard 101 is coming to the console, is that mean its sister game, Pyro 101 can come to console? Dope. But yes, guys, it's time to. But yes, soon we will be able to pick up our controllers, battle through the streets of Wizard City, battling skeletons, dark fairies, ghouls, banshees, grimwalkers, pumpkin-headed ghosts, we will also be able to battle other students, other monsters. We will also be able to duel other players on our home gaming consoles. I don't know about you, but I'm super fucking happy about this. Because again, I'm a fan of this massively growing, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. I started playing it back in like 05, I started playing it maybe a couple years after it came out, when I got our first laptop. I downloaded Wizard 101 on there, uploaded, started playing, and fell in love with it. It's magic, it's cards, it's dueling. It's three things I love. You got magic. You got wizards. Magic. You got spells. You have cards. And you have dueling. I don't know how much more I can emphasize this. And what do I mean by card? And for those of you who've never heard of Wizard 101, what do you mean by magic, cards, and dueling? Well, essentially, you can play the role of your own wizard duelist, where you have a deck of spell cards chosen from you that's given to you by the headmaster of Ravenwood himself. And through this deck of in this deck of spell cards, because they are called spell cards, you will battle in these things called duels. Now you do have a life totaled and a mana totaled. Now, unlike in Magic, where you play your resources first, each turn you will accumulate your resources in the form of pips or power points. I call them pibs. I don't know why I call them pibs. I just do. But each of you gain a pib, which will be worth 1 point, which will be used for 1 spell. And you will have spells that cost higher amounts of pibs. You cast them, and then you get a wand that can sort of draw the symbol of your school, because there are multiple elements within the Ravenwood school. You have pyromancy, thaumaturgy, divinity, which in the Wizard 101 that is not seeing into the future. That is storm magic. And thaumaturgy, for those who don't know, is ice magic. They have necromancy, which is pretty self-explanatory. That is death magic. Then you have life magic, myth magic, and balance magic. Each of these schools are taught by their own professors, except for Death. Death is the one school that is not taught by a professor yet. Instead, that's taught by the best student of said Death school. But again, thank you, KingsIsle, for playing your game, Wizard 101, on console. And for those who don't know what this was a small dragon fruit refresher lemonade. Because I had nothing else to drink here at home. So, and of course, I do have two accounts. I can't remember what they are now. I can't remember one of them, but I can't remember whether I do have one main account that I do use. That I do use regularly. Now that's the one that I don't know. That's one I don't know. Is that when they when they add this game to the PlayStation Store, to the eShop, will we be able to use our Kings? Will we be able to use our accounts from for the console version, or the PC version, I should say? Huh. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, hold on one second, guys. So, and so that's one I don't know is what. I mean, it does say it will be coming to consoles soon. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. KingsIsle, when you do officially make the release date announced, when you do officially announce the release date for Wars War 1 on console, which probably won't be until, which hopefully will happen sometime in the next few months, which happen sometime in the next few weeks. If it doesn't, then, but please allow all players who have a console like my glorious PlayStation 5, which is right here. Or my glorious Nintendo Switch OLED, just right here. Please allow us to use our accounts. If we have to make new accounts, we will. But that just seems like we spend hours upon hours upon that just feels like we spent hours and hours on a character that's not going anywhere really. That's stuck on the computer when someone's knowing how computers actually play the game. So yeah, if you guys really care about your player base, which I hope you do, please, for all that is good in Ravenwood, allow us, your player base, to use our regular accounts on our consoles, whether it be the Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation 5. So, without further ado, my fellow witches and wizards of the Spiral, this is Tristan Dragondust saying he'll see you in the Spiral. For the glory of Ravenwood, and for the glory of the Fire School. Pyromancers, unite! Peace.